Hey guys, welcome back.
A lot of you have been asking for a tour of the inside of our expandable container home, so I'll grab the camera and we'll take you on a little walkthrough. Let's go. Now.
Alright, so starting off, this is our entry door. There is only the one door, so it came with the screen door on it. Patio glass sliding door. Coming inside. So all of our windows and doors came tinted and double glazed from Green Life Windows in Australia. Same day Granny Flats teamed up with them. I don't know whether they do it after the fact or over in China somewhere, but Green Life supply the glazing and the tinting, I believe, on all of the windows and doors.
Alright, so we've just come in through the entrance door. We're standing here in the main living area or dining room, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, living in a house like this, it's pretty small, so we had to downsize a lot of our possessions and that before we came up here, but that was all part of the plan and it's worked out well for us. So the dining room itself is pretty roomy. We've got a dining table over here.
So we opted to bring the table with us rather than bring our couches because there's not enough room for both in this size of an area. Reason being is that we live outside a lot of the time. We're on a giant property, so why would you want to be inside all the time anyway? It's warm up here and you only come in to eat out the bugs and go to sleep and use the shower. So my dad built this table and I really didn't want to leave it behind, so that's why he bought it. If you didn't bring a table or you wanted a smaller table, you can fit a 2-seater and 3-seater couch in this area. The displays had them all set up when we were having a look through them. So we bought the table because we didn't need the couches.
Alrighty, so over here opposite the dining table, just got a small Kmart bench or something. We've had them for years. I've got 2 of them. The other one's in there. I'll show you that in a minute.
It's a desk.
Bench,
Desk.
whatever it is. You're right, it is a desk. Basically, I just have my laptop set up here. Got a couple of hat hooks for Shen's Cobra. Howdy, ma'am. Any other hats? I leave my headphones hanging up there. But this is just the work area where I sit down and edit all the videos that we put up for you guys. So it's small and compact. There's a basket or something under there with some spare shoes in it, but it's just another little storage area, and my laptop's all ready to go for when I need it. So.
And if you did bring couches into a house like this, this is basically where the TV would have to go.
Yep.
There's no PowerPoints on the external walls. They're all on the internal part because this comes folded together.
Mm-hmm.
You would have watched us unfold it. So just think about that when you're placing your furniture, that you can't have something plugged in on the external walls because there are no PowerPoints.
You can see there's a double PowerPoint up there and there's another double PowerPoint on that wall. But if you have a look on the website, you can see the schematics and the layout of the floor plan, where all the PowerPoints are, but they're all very similar. Alright, moving on.
Another thing that we had to think about coming up was what we were going to bring with us furniture-wise that would fit into the house. We already had this and a few other little bits that I'll show you as we go through, which is a laundry hamper. So instead of having the baskets in your room, they're here. I know it's near the kitchen, but it's just for dirty clothes and it's only us that live here. And a double purpose is you can put a pretty vase, some dog treats, and it just kind of filled that space perfectly. I didn't measure it before we came, I just wanted to keep it because it was small and compact. And then down here it tucks in nicely to this corner. This is Spud's Biscuits. It's in a metal tin. We keep it inside so no pests can get in here. And then he's got his little treat jar and his bowl lives down there.
Righto, so moving on into the kitchen, down this way. Just on the side wall here, we've got a small little cabinet just for some bits and pieces. We also have this trolley on wheels, which we keep the microwave on. And there's a sandwich press and a few other bits and pieces. It's got a small drawer for chargers and whatnot, but having that on wheels, obviously the microwave takes up bench space, so the only time we really use the microwave is Declan making noodles. So in the afternoon he just wheels it across to where it can plug into the PowerPoint, and then it just stays there with some storage.
And we already had this, so that's another bit of little furniture that I bought specifically for our kitchen. to use up here because of the limited kind of bench space that we have. So on this side it's got some shelving for salt and pepper and spices and our fire extinguisher down there, and the rest of it's just for some extra storage. Like I said, limited bench space and cupboard space in such a small kitchen, but it's very functional. Again, we didn't bring everything up here with us, we just bought what we needed. We lived in the caravan for a while, so we got used to only having the one knife, the 3 plates, the 3 forks. But I since have unpacked and brought our other kitchen stuff in to our house. But we fit everything in that we would normally fit in our kitchen back in our 4x2 with the big island bench and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, we just got rid of a lot of the doubles and triples and stuff and excess takeaway containers and all that sort of thing that you accumulate over the years. So it's been really good to have a bit of a cleanse, and we gave a whole lot of stuff away and sold a bunch of stuff, and it was liberating to get rid of a lot of our stuff. Yes. Anyway, moving on to the actual kitchen bench itself. My absolute favourite part of this kitchen is this bloody tap. And it's not just a normal tap, it's one of these fancy bloody Expandable taps. And the sink is big enough to where I can put a 20-litre bucket in that. Using my Extendo thing, whoops, I dripped some water on the floor, I can fill it up. Now, not many of you might have a use for putting a 20-litre bucket in the sink and filling it up with water, but I do for some things, and I love it. I'll just bring the camera in a bit closer and show you the sink itself.
Another great function is this. So you can change it to spray or normal, I don't know, it's just fun. And then it also reaches to fill up our water dispenser, which is a filtered Stefani thing from Bunnings for our drinking water. And as you can see, it's got double bowl sink, one slightly bigger than the other but the same depth.
The bucket only fits in that one. Spewing because it could have 2 buckets.
And then we've just got this from Kmart just to kind of lift things up off the bench and have things underneath, otherwise you end up with this whole space filled up quite quickly. Got our tea and coffee up the top, oil, weather station, monitor, and then our toaster, veggie scraps and kettle all kind of live there. And then this does not live here, but Ian used it last night to cook pies. And from Kmart as well as this adhesive paper towel roll holder thing. Again, just getting things up off the bench, not having things sitting around. And then we've got the overhead cupboards that we may store some shit up the top on for extra storage as well. 3 drawers, cutlery drawer with our camping roll. And I'm not going to get a normal drawer insert because that works fine. This is the one knife we lived with for weeks. Best knife ever. And then you've just got, they're quite deep, but they're not as big as a normal kitchen. They are a little bit narrower. No junk drawer here.
No, just alfoil and tea towels.
Another thing, none of this is a choice, they just come like this, but they're soft close drawers and cupboards. Eventually.
Very slow, but super soft.
The bench top's a silica-free stone
Fake stone
thing. So this is a full-size fridge, so you can see how it fits in our kitchen. The bench ends, the fridge fits, and it just overhangs the wall slightly.
So you can see there, it sticks out, I don't know, 20 or 30 mil past this side wall, but that's not a problem.
We can use the top of the fridge for storage as well.
You can see there's a camp oven, box of port, some plant cuttings, some, I don't know, cereal or something, so all very important stuff.
This is how big it is. I'm short.
Right, so you can see on the wall behind me, not the soda water, the air conditioner. It's a 3.5 kilowatt, Rinnai, came with the house. They actually threw it in for free. They were doing a promotional deal. They're usually about $1,000 extra. Seems to work very well. It keeps the house at a really nice temperature. We leave it set on 24 degrees. You can see on that digital display. And yeah, walking from outside when it's stinking hot to walking in here, it's great. So there's only the one aircon in the house, and even most nights we just turn it off, open up the windows, and we get a nice cross breeze. So yeah, it's great. Good little aircon.
The only downside
Well,
is the amount of dust that gathers in the aircon, so we do have to clean it a lot more than what we would have had to in our old house in Perth.
I guess that's just got to do with living on the top of a hill, plus we've been doing a lot of construction and earthworks and that, so it's been a dusty environment. The bugs, yeah, tiny little midges get in there, but you just got to clean the filters out and yeah, keep it running like that. So that's all good. Where are we going next? Into the bedrooms. Ooh.
So if you've looked at these houses, you'll know that this is the 2-bedroom expandable. We've made it a 1-bedroom expandable by not putting in the dividing wall. I'll show you what I mean. So we haven't got a bed base yet because we haven't found one that works properly.
We do have a bed base, but I refuse to get rid of it because it's got such a comfortable headboard. But we've got a queen mattress in here. That's a great size. There's a bit of room down the side, but our base is much wider. So I'm going to keep the headboard, modify the bottom of it so that we can still have the awesome headboard, but have just the same queen mattress width there. So anyway.
So yeah, as Zane said, this is a queen size mattress. You can see there's room either side. Probably could fit a small little table or a mounted shelf or something if you really wanted to. But we haven't done that yet, so ignore that. So you can see the plastic is still on our walls in our room and on the ceiling. We need to get all that off. We've done the rest of the house though. The other side of the bedroom, there is meant to, behind where the TV is would be where the dividing wall to the next bedroom would have been. We didn't put that in obviously. We've used it more as a separational area for our walk-in robe. So that's where we store all of our clothes and things. So we come up here with no bedroom storage furniture. So this is just from Kmart. We don't have a linen cupboard in here, so this is where our towels and things live. Spare pillows, and then some of my clothes are in here and the rest are in the cupboard behind. And then here I am in the other side. I've got a Bunnings wardrobe for most of my stuff, shoes, there's some toiletries and things that we keep in there because when you see the bathroom you'll understand. And then another, what do you call it, for a shelf desk?
Bench or whatever.
And this is Ian's clean and dirty washing, and he just alternates between the two, but I have a job and need my stuff to be clean and hung.
I'm a simple man with simple needs, and when you only own 5 shirts, 3 pairs of shorts, and that's about it, that's all you need.
And so this is the wardrobe from Bunnings. I liked it because it has the mirrors and it's nice and big for storage. Don't mind all my shit in there. But you got some drawers down there, heaps of hanging space, blankets and stuff up the top. And then the other side is just shelving. Don't worry about what's inside there. And my shoes should be in there, but I haven't put them away.
Whoopsie. Right, those of you with a keen eye may have noticed that there's a 40-litre angle sitting in here. And as much as I would love to keep it in here so I can have my beers near my bed, it's just temporary. Once we get the power and that sorted in the outside, I'll move it out to there. But currently I just sit towels on top of it, and I just have to lift them out the way when I need to get a beer out. So, towel rack and beer. Quick walk through. In one door, there's the bed, and out the other. My good mate and neighbour Brock back in Perth used to have a house where you could go around like that, and I used to call it a roundabout house. So now we've got a roundabout house, it's just much smaller.
And so this is our bathroom. No swimming. So it's a decent size, big long shower, toilet, basin. So in here, I mean, everything that you've seen we can't choose. There's no choice in colour or fittings or fixtures or anything like that. It is the same in every model from this company. So this is quite a small basin, but it works fine. The black tapware came with the house. This is the only storage in the bathroom, and apart from the mirror, just got our toothbrushes and stuff in there. So that's why a lot of the storage is in our room. So the house did come with a normal flushing water toilet with a cistern and everything in it, but we took that out and replaced it with a green loo. This is a GL90. It's a dry, no water composting toilet, and it works fine. If you want to know more about the green loo, we can do a video and go through all the steps and process and everything, but that's another topic in itself. And then our shower is very long. I'll just get in there.
Get in there and...
So it's quite long. Came again with the black tapware. It's got double shower heads, so you can choose whether you have a rain head or a more powerful one on the hose that comes off for your cleaning and washing your hair and whatnot. This is from Bunnings. It's a suction wall mounted caddy shower thing. This is from Bunnings. That's actually screwed in for our bath mat to hang on. And this is from Bunnings, which we fitted
There's a common
afterwards.
theme there, isn't there? Like
Oh wait,
Bunnings.
and then this is from Bunnings, suction towel, hand towel holder, and the toilet roll holder the same.
Another great thing about the shower is when you're actually in here washing yourself, you can look out the window and see the birds in the bird bath, spot the kangaroos, watch the neighbours drive up and down the road. It's great. Is Buddy just taking a rest?
So I mentioned that the glass door and all the windows are double glazed and tinted by Green Life, which is a company, an Australian company. I don't know whether they do it overseas or do it when the containers get here, but anyway, nicely opening, very strong, sturdy, and the windows lift out so you can remove the plastic film from the outside because they're all filmed up in the Green Life stick-on protective stuff when it's delivered.
You've got a stick falling on the roof.
I'll show you. Let us lift out.
How long did it take for us to work that out?
3 weeks.
Alrighty, so that's the tour of the inside. You can see it's not giant, it's quite small, but it's sort of like living in a really large caravan. And fancy caravan. For the two of us, it's fine. Like I said, we spend most of our time outdoors. We've got 24-acre property. We love having the room to do things, and we spend most of our time outside. So when we need it, we've got a cool retreat. We can eat dinner inside if the bugs are ferocious, and we've got a bedroom where it's cool to sleep, and yeah, a kitchen. What more do you really need? So what?
So people may have noticed there's no cooking inside. So these houses don't come with ovens or cooktops provided.
I have seen people set up induction cookers and stuff on the benches and that, but obviously there's no range hood or anything, so I would do your research as to what, if you're going to thinking of this type of house. But the only thing we cook inside is the air fryer, the toasted sandwich maker, and the rice cooker. Everything else, barbecue, gas burner, outside. So there's no real cooking in here. It's just the two of us that live in here. Declan's obviously got his van that we lived in when we first got here, all of us. We do have plans in the future to move the van from where it is and buy you can get a single unit that is not expandable. It's just basically the size of a 20-foot container with a bedroom, bathroom and whatnot in it, and put it out there where Declan's caravan is for him to live in. But for now, he's happy as Larry, living in his own van. He's got his aircon, he's got his PlayStation, bed, bench, cupboards, all the stuff that a 14-year-old boy needs. So that'll be down the track when we restock the bank account after spending a phenomenal amount of money over the last couple of months. So that's also a thing for another video. I might sit down and do a bit of a cost breakdown of what all this costs. We came up here with a budget and we have managed to stick to it. We're down to about the last couple of $100 of the amount we allocated. But if you're interested in knowing what all this costs, yeah, let us know in the comments and we will do a video about our budget and what came in on budget, what didn't, and how it all went. But basically we came in right on budget. So
Thank God.
Thank God. So we've still got plans of things we want to do. That just about wraps it up for the tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll grab the camera and just quickly take you for a look outside of the carport that is nearly finished. I didn't film the whole bloody thing because it's the same as the caravan shelter build, so I'll just take you out there. Alrighty, you can see the steps behind me. Shen's car. I think the buggy's even parked over there somewhere. And the poles and the frame for the carport. It's all welded, it is all painted, and I was meant to put the sheets on this morning, but we had a few beers at the pub last night, didn't get around to it, so maybe tomorrow morning. Just want to make mention of one thing, especially for you, Leon, at Pine Creek. You look at the poles and the footings, they are almost exactly in the middle. I measured these ones way better than the caravan shelter, just for you, mate, so there you go. Anyway, got some roof sheets to go on. That'll give it some nice, more, you know, covered, rain cover and whatnot. And also it will shade this side of the house because the sun goes across the sky like that, so it'll keep it even cooler. So you might be able to see just above me and behind me, the carport overhangs the steps to halfway. When I ordered the tin, I just ordered about 6 meters of coverage. I had no idea exactly where I was going to put it, but by the time the grey water pipe, so I had to come off from there, came out 6 meters, I realised that I was going to be able to cover half the steps. Had I ordered 1 or 2 extra sheets of tin when I did, I would have been able to go the whole way, but I didn't do that and we're out of money, so that is that. And I just had enough steel to build it to this size. So it was one of them things, we never planned on doing the carport. When we came up here, it was always going to be if we had the funds to do it. Turns out we did. Should have made it a little bit bigger, but I didn't. Anyway, doesn't matter. So yeah, that's that, carport, nearly.
Well, there you have it. The house tour is done.
Yep, you all asked for it and you got it. So hope you enjoyed it. Gives you an idea of sort of how we live in the smaller space. It doesn't really bother me. I love having a smaller house. There's no point having a big old house with 6 or 7 rooms that you never sit in like we did at our old place. So
yeah, and it's easy to clean.
Very easy, yeah.
It's easy to stay organised because you don't have much room.
Yeah, you don't have room to just put things everywhere and that you don't end up cluttering.
And if you start dumping your shit around, you have to move it to use the thing. So you may as well just put it away.
Yeah.
So that's been really good, and yeah, you don't spend all weekend cleaning grout because we don't have grout.
Yeah. We'll wrap it up there because we're just rambling now. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for whatever else we're up to. We've got a few other videos filmed and ready to upload. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.
See you next time.
Toodles.